Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. I wanted to go through some of the questions you had submitted. I get to see the questions when you go into a search engine, type it, find my blog, so I know what people are looking for. Just want to kind of hit on these. This will give you a feel for what other people are looking for, maybe answer questions you have about real estate in Las Vegas. So the first question that came up was, do I need a Las Vegas real estate agent to buy a house? The answer is no, you don't. You can always just go right to a seller, for sale by owner. You can go right to a listing agent, so you don't have to have a buyer represent you. There's generally no cost to that, and usually we find that you save money when you go to an agent, because there's usually a very small fee you have to pay. They get a commission paid from the seller, and then you get someone to negotiate, and they knock off a bunch of things that the seller's going to try to stick you with, tell you it's all normal when it's not. The realtors know that, so we get it all knocked off, and it usually makes it hassle-free for you. That's the goal, at least. Second question is, Las Vegas real estate market outlook. Now, the outlook for the Las Vegas real estate market is declining inventory, rising prices, rents starting to weaken a little because a lot of investors have come in about properties. They're all competing to rent those out. So we'll just see how it plays out. More inventory comes in, prices go up enough that it stabilizes and inventory builds back up. But it's just, definitely subscribe to the blog. I do a market update every month. You'll be able to get a feel for what's going on. I go through all the numbers. It'll be pretty good. Real estate agent code words. This came from Freakonomics, how the KKK is like a group of real estate agents because they saw the word charming in a listing and it was an ugly house, and they said it's a code word. It means that the seller will take $10,000 under list price. No, there's no such thing. There's no code words. It's called puffing. It's something in the industry we use. We don't have anything nice to say about a house. We just create these terms, and it's important. It's not misrepresentation. It's allowed. We don't say it has 4 bedrooms if it has 2. What we say is it's cute or whatever, because we're just trying to nicely describe the house in some way. So it's a marketing thing. It's allowed by licensing states. It's done everywhere. It's standard practice, and so nothing going on there. How to find a good short sale agent in Las Vegas. The best thing you can do is find somebody who's done a lot of them. They have experience with all the different banks, and that's, if they've done 3 or 4 and then you give them Bank B and they're like, oh, I've never worked with them, they're just like starting over from scratch. Somebody who's done 50, 60, 100, they are familiar with all the banks, and they'll be able to help you out the best with a short sale. Can you hire an attorney in Las Vegas for a short sale? The answer is you can, but they can't, unless they have a real estate license, they are not allowed by law to negotiate the short sale. They're also not allowed to list the property in the MLS if they're not a realtor. So they have to be a realtor and have a real estate license. A lot of law firms are out there collecting upfront monies. They don't care if you ever sell, because every month they're collecting funds from you. And I did some videos with Ryan Alexander. We talked about this. You can go back and watch those videos. But you can, but they have to meet all those criteria. Realtor and have a real estate license. Okay? Can you ask the bank for upfront cash for keys? So what the question is asking is, if you get foreclosed and then you want to get the relocation money first and then move out 30 days later, they're not going to do that. Because what if they give you the money and you don't move out? They have to evict you. This is the way it works. You move out, the house is completely empty, the agent calls them and says it's completely empty, and they either send you the check, you go to a law firm to pick it up, or you have to go back to the agent's office and get the check. You're not going to get anything up front until the house has been turned over, keys have been handed over. Can I buy a flip with an FHA loan? The answer is you can, but there's a 90-day restriction. So if the property was flipped and you want to use an FHA loan, it just has to be 90 days from the original purchase. So, and that rule is going to end here pretty soon. So that's a shortened time frame. As a general rule, it's longer. I think it's 6 months or a year. But with an FHA loan, if a property was bought January 1st and you want to close March 1st and it was a flip, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to wait until 90 days have passed. Do Las Vegas Realtors charge fees? Well, here's the simple way to put that. The average commission that was paid 6 years ago was $11,000. The average commission today is about $3,000. So what real estate companies have decided to do is charge the client, either the seller or the buyer, in addition to a negotiated amount for commission, a negotiated amount for some transaction fee, upfront fee, it's commission. No matter what they call it, it's commission. The answer is yes. About every transaction we see, the buyer is paying their agent some amount. We do it here. Pretty much everybody does it. It's a cost of doing business, and it's just a result of the prices in the market mainly. It'll probably go away as prices go up. Next one, Las Vegas Real Estate Investment Homes Outlook. Got this one a couple times. The outlook is prices are going up and rents are softening. So the people who bought last year, if you bought in 2011, you scored. I mean, you really have made out. You can still make money going forward. We're still better than a lot of markets. We're still better than most markets. But what's happened is people are now hearing the stories of all the people who have made money and now they're jumping in. And I predicted this 8 months ago. I called this. Look at an older video. I said this was going to happen. Inventory is going to go down. Prices are going to go up. And then everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon as soon as positive news came out. The very last one. How did most people become millionaires during the Great Depression? Well, they became millionaires because of real estate. They bought real estate and held it. They didn't flip houses. I'm not saying you can't flip houses and make money. We've been doing that for a couple years with clients, and they've been doing great. But they bought because it was cheap. You know, when the economy was bad, people sold land and sold things to get money, and they sold them at a discount. People bought them, waited for the economy to come back. Real estate is a great long-term investment. There was some statistic that if you looked at the stock market over like the last 70 years and looked at the real estate market, there was only 2 times when you went like 5-year periods where the real estate market you had lost money if you were collecting rent and doing all that, and there were number of times in the stock market when you couldn't get the same return. The other thing is it's a much safer investment because it tends to appreciate versus stocks, which can go completely out of business and you can have a 0 residual value. Home prices can go down, but there's almost never a 0 residual value for real estate. It's always worth something. So anyway, those were the questions. I wanted to share those with you. If you do have a specific thing you want to search and you're looking at the blog, what you can do is on the blog there's a search bar. If you just type in some words like home path loan or flip houses or something, all the videos where those words were said in it will show up, and then you can watch those videos. So that's kind of a cool way to kind of get some information and just anyway. So that is my update for today, and I hope to see you on another video. Thanks.